days, you just can't get rid of a bomb.
It's Will.
It's Thomas.
With all the enthusiasm, people that have worked outside in 3,000-degree heat all
Most
summer.
of the day.
Yeah, most of the day.
Oh my God, dude. It is so freaking hot.
Yeah, I know.
I tried not to lose it today. So this lady wants us to load a bunch of stuff. We got to put it in the back of her car. And she's like, she swings around and backs her car up, right? And she's got one of those like cars, you know, the trunk doesn't open. They have to open it from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
She backs up. We're standing in the heat on the concrete to load her stuff. And she doesn't even open the trunk. She just does this on Facebook, sitting there. I literally walked around the front. I'm knocking on the door. I said, hey, if you want this loaded, you need to pop the trunk. It's hot. I thought I popped the trunk. No, baby, you pulled up and got on Facebook to see what you could eat for cheeseburgers or something.
Like she needed another cheeseburger.
Oh my God, you said it. I did.
That's what I do. So we got some stuff. We got Alan's here already. Alan, how are you?
Yeah, I think he said he subscribed, so it like lets him know when we go live now.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Sweet. Listen to us ramble around.
Yeah, this is the pre-show where we whip out our goodies that we've gotten in the mail this week or gone and picked up.
Hold on now. We're talking about comics now, not anything else.
Yeah, goodies. We're too old for that on the shed.
That's our other channel you can subscribe to.
Yeah. So I got in another campaign that I backed online from my friend Frankie B. Washington, local artist, awesome dude, and his writer Matthew Blair. From the minds of Frankie B. and Matthew Blair, it's Kaijus and Cowboys.
First our on Savannah.
All right, I'll just check it out in a minute. What'd you get? Oh yeah, Kaijus and Cowboys. You're telling me about that.
So in the back, now they did an issue that they had already started like a Kickstarter for way back before this issue 1.
Okay.
So it's kind of like an issue. I consider it like an issue 0.
Okay.
Because they had after they launched that, they were approached by a publisher that wanted to do a 12-issue run of this series.
Really?
And then things didn't quite work out.
Damn it.
So they're like, it doesn't matter. We're still going to do it. And I'm like, cool. Not the first set of creators that I've heard of that had to get,
through Kickstarter or whatever.
Yeah, not just through the Kickstarter, but more or less through this publisher, and they've gone. There's another guy that was doing a Dracula book, and he was with the same company. He started out with one publisher, switched to another publisher, which was that publisher, and then that publisher realized they figured they'd probably sell maybe 1,500 copies. Yeah, as soon as it hit previews, it sold pre-order over 15,000 copies.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, we're not equipped to deal with this.
Really?
We're sorry, but you're on your own. They fulfilled all the stuff they had to fulfill with the current issue, and then we're really sorry about this, but we thought you were going to sell like maybe like 1,500 copies of this book, and it's already like 15,000. So there is a print.
15,000 is crazy because that's big. That's regular comic issue.
Oh
numbers.
yeah. So there's two like comic book size prints in the back here. This is the cover for the current issue, and then there's one for that issue 0 that I consider it in there. I read it. It was fun and enjoyable, and all you would expect. And then I got some tchotchkes. I got like a shiny logo sticker.
Oh yeah, put on your computer or something.
This was the expensive one that I had. The only way to get it was to get the tier that I got. They've got a robot called Bob. He's basically like the doctor.
Yeah.
Like a repair bot.
Dr. Bob.
And Bob has a patch. Frankie's designed a whole bunch of patches for Kaiju, not just for his book, but for other creators' books that I have, and for like a whole line for a company that has done like the big super robots, like the Force 5 kind of robots, and monsters and stuff. There's like a window decal.
Oh. That one's kind of cool. It's amazing how stickers have just come back in the last handful of years.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's for everything. I ordered a pocket knife the other day, and it come with stickers. Oh, cool. That was like he's standing up. I see it now.
Yeah, that's like his Western coat there. Here's Bob. Bob is just the Dr. Bot is goofy as hell. It's like no, more like Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean. Damn it.
But he talks. That's like one of the bad kaijus that they fight. And then there's a couple of trading cards that Frankie all signed on the back. And they're like, cover art.
Sweet.
He signed them on the back, and like you can just.
What are they like? Like playing cards, or for a game, or just regular, just card cards?
Just like trading cards, like Marvel and DC trading cards.
Oh, okay,
like
I got
collector's
you.
Cards. And that's what I got this week. So I've been getting like one a week. So hopefully some of the other ones that I've been waiting for forever, hopefully another one will come in this week. Wow. I know I've got one in the international mail coming.
Good God. Where's it coming from?
From the UK.
Okay.
From Wales. And I've got another one coming from wherever Passion the number 4 drawing has moved to from somewhere in the continental United States. But since he completed his book, shipping has increased threefold. So now he's dipping into his own pocket, not the campaign money.
Oh, Lord.
To ship them, so he can only afford to ship, 20 or 30 a week. And he had like thousands of them. I still haven't got mine, so mine must have been like in the second half. So, hey, Edwin, what's up, Buzz? Edwin is bringing. He finished up his other campaign, the Viking one I told you about. I showed you the video for.
Oh yeah.
And he's bringing back Bloodbone, which is an awesome looking book. It's like an ash can, so like a preview, into it. So this is the Second Chance campaign that's going to be over on Fund My Comic. And the logo on it is just killer. It looks like 90s like tag artwork.
Tag. I remember Tag.
and it's made out of like the lettering's done all in shapes of bones.
In shapes of bones.
It's very blunt, bloody, and violent.
Oh, damn it. All right. Well, I got these last week, but I don't think I showed you. And then I did get one in the mail today, but I picked these up at. We don't have a half price books around me because we live in the middle of nowhere, but we've got a pretty good bookstore that's kind of like a half price books.
Oh, cool.
They mark a bunch of stuff down, and it's and I'm be ugly. It's an independently owned business, so I go and buy stuff with them all the time. They give you credit, and you keep your little card, and you trade stuff in, and they give you money. So I heard it's good. You're probably gonna say it's woke, but I heard this is really good, and I wanted to read it when it came out, but I never did. And I like the artist, the writer, Mark Russell, but I got the first volume of Flintstones. Did you read it?
No.
Well, it's got amazing reviews, and I even talked to some of our mutual friends, and they said it's an amazing read. The art looks pretty good.
Yeah, I remember when they started doing like the crossover with the Hanna-Barbera and the DC characters. Those were good.
I bought all of those because half of those were by Steve Rude, and I was like, I cannot pass this up because the dude.
I did not, but
really,
I don't have money. I don't have that $5 an issue stuff.
Yeah.
Although all these campaigns are at least $25.
That's why
I guess I do have Southern logic.
Southern logic. Now, this is an actual. I did not buy this. I've gotten to the point where it's when they have these miniseries that come out, and I'm interested in them, but I don't want to spend whatever money because they're never going to be worth anything. $4 an issue for 5 or 6 comics is $20 versus I wait for the damn trade to drop and then I can get it for 10 or less. And so I got Avengers Across Time.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it's by Paul Lovitz, Alan Davis, and Rachel Rosenberg. The thing that's so cool is, dude, like the art, he is like straight up channeling old school 70s.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like and I know it's Alan Davis, so
it's that classic.
Yeah.
He just draws in the classic style, and it just looks awesome because it is.
And it's Paul Lovitz is freaking awesome, right?
Oh yeah.
Now this is the new book I got today. This is something I knew it existed because we actually read a snippet in a book we did a while back. I did not know that it was an entire series that is apparently stupid ass expensive. I got the first trade, and I got it for like $20. Okay,
so it is full price.
No, it's like twice what the full price is because the original price was $10.
Oh.
And it's by a company I had never even heard of. I got volume 1 of Sanchez Albuli's Torpedo.
Oh, yeah.
1936. Have you ever heard of this?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's by Catalan Communications from New York.
Oh, yeah. It's good.
So you've read some of these?
Years and years ago.
Now, the thing is the reason that I saw this, when I saw it, and I'm like, all right, I need to read it, is because apparently the artist for half of this, not apparently, the artist for half of this series is our man, Alex Toth.
Yep.
He does half of the art, and then the other stories, some of the other stories are done by, let me see his name right here. Oh, it says it on the front, but yeah, Jordy Burnett, which Mr. Burnett is no damn slouch himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Toth, and that's Burnett. Oh God, that's the story we read. Remember the story about the kid that tells him he's gonna freaking kill him?
Yep.
And he said, maybe you will one day, kid. I don't doubt it. Yeah, that's the very first story in the book.
Yeah, I would basically describe Torpedo comparisonly. Now that I've actually read it, I can compare it to if you even somewhat liked Will Eisner's A Contract with God, you're gonna love that book.
I sent you a copy of Contract with God.
Yeah, and I read it.
No, did you? Yeah, it's awesome. It's
yeah.
amazing. People have no idea how good it is.
Yeah, but I jokingly I told you that I got pissed because it included the original introduction by him, and then they included the one that he rewrote with a little bit, deeper dive into, the thing with his daughter and family and stuff.
Yeah.
In 2000. And I'm like, I finally get through like this massive, because it's just like an entire Word document, like for like 5 pages. And that's the introduction. And you go, oh, good. Now I can dive. What the fuck?
Another one, huh? Here it is again.
And I go, what the hell? So I figured it was an introduction by another, somebody that knew him that was going to, regale some stuff and talk about the book. And no, it's him rewriting the original introduction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, screw this. I just read this crap.
It expanded on it.
And I just dived into the, I got like a page in, and then I go, let me see something. Is this all this book is introductions? And I go, and his name is signed at the end of it again. I'm like,
but when you finally read it, it's awesome. There are parts of Contract with God that hit and you go, oh man, this is rough.
And it was just crazy. Like, I think it took me like 3 or 4 days, with, drug-induced naps because all the meds I'm on.
Yeah.
But I didn't read anything else until I finished reading that. And it was coming time for our next episode. And I hadn't even looked at the book that we were supposed to do. I go, and she's like, we'll just read the book you're supposed to do and then go back. I can't put this book down. And then when I finished with it, I go, fuck.
Yeah.
And now I have to buy the whole Spirit catalog.
Yeah. There's stuff. We need to do Spirit, and we'll do Spirit in Space one day. Because, it's freaking, Wally Wood and Will Eisner. It's like amazing. But yeah, I saw the Torpedo and I'm like, holy crap, Alex Toth does all this art? Like, why have I not read this yet? So I found one that I could, there were some on there that were way more expensive than $20. And I'm like, he says it's very fine condition. And it looks like it's in very fine condition. And it was, I think, like $17 is what and then plus shipping. But I love that kind of stuff. It's just great. It's like Rocketeer, right? That.
Oh yeah.
Oh, freaking Bravo for Adventure. You read Bravo for Adventure, right?
No.
Oh my God, dude. We need to do Bravo for Adventure too. Bravo for Adventure. That just some of that stuff is so amazing. The stuff that I don't want to sound terrible. These guys are doing for themselves. It's not a normal job. This is something where I've already made my money to a degree and I'm famous. I can do whatever I want. I want to do this. So it's just, you get something else. It's like, it's like Rio. Rio is just damn amazing. Yeah. And you can't do that at a regular company. You've already got to be established as a name. This guy's going to sell damn comics. And what's he want to do? Well, he wants to do a Western. Everybody else is doing superheroes. Yeah, well, it's Wildly. He still wants to do a Western. Okay, publish it. Yeah. I just don't get it.
It's like he's the only person that somebody outside of this company actually knows.
Yeah.
Just publish it. Which goes to show you why, so many of the former pros have just said, to hell with this, and like walked out, walked away from the mainstream. And not the guys that have like turned and opened up Substack accounts.
Yeah.
But like, older guys, whether you like them or hate them, like Billy Tucci, Graham Nolan, Chuck Dixon, Ethan Van Sciver, who is now making an old school 1970s Hot Wheels style Cyber Frog car.
Really?
I saw it today. It looks hilarious. It looks like one of the Hot Wheels that would be like, modeled after like a creature or a monster or something.
Yeah.
And they would incorporate that creature into the actual car.
Sweet.
So it looked hilarious.
Cool.
But when you're making independent toys to go with your independent comics,
you're making money.
They cost a Fort Knox bank account. So
it's like buying the Cerberus remaster volumes.
Worse. He made an entire set of action figures, like the original set of Cyber Frog action figures.
Yeah.
And they're all like super high end, somewhere between NECA and like 112.
Oh, damn. Yeah, so they are real nice.
Yeah, they're like smaller, like McFarlane size kind of thing.
Like 8 inches or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they're super articulated and everything. But just a set of the 3 original figures that he did for it will cost you like a few $100.
Damn.
They're like $100 a piece because they're like limited to like there's only like maybe like 5 or 10,000 of each.
Yeah.
And the variants there's only maybe 500 of each.
Cool.
But I'm like, I go, those are cool. Love to have them because I had the original Cyber Frog run from the 90s.
I just can't afford them.
But, especially now that like Wave 2 of the DC 50th anniversary World's Greatest Superheroes are out. A new wave is coming through with even more stuff, and there's still no information on them. But when they at Mego Meet, when they released and said, "Oh, by the way, we've struck a deal with Marvel."
Yeah, you told me that.
And I'm like,
I want Amigo Hulk so bad.
We all do.
I know.
And I've gotten a bunch of updates on the Fire and Ice campaign for the game that I backed.
Oh yeah.
They've unlocked so much stuff. I really hope they get and unlock Firekeep so that you have like an extension and like more gameplay. They've already gotten up as high as unlocking Lord Necron. So Necron and the Firekeep King are now available
on that Kickstarter.
On that Kickstarter, they're stretch goals, so they're automatically included.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much that it's gone up. I'm just scanning down.
Did you find it?
Nope. There's a new Red Sonja series. I get the PR from Dynamite for today. Don't worry, there's plenty of covers. Nope. Let me do this. Okay.
Did you get
Let's
it?
see. I found like the original listing. I just pulled it up, so I'm just going to go to the Kickstarter page, and we'll do like a quick update. So I'm going to just share this real quick. There's only there's about just close to 3 weeks left.
Does it ever say how big the figures are?
They're probably about this big, like
So-
standard miniature size.
So about 2 inches or so.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah. But Bloodborne did one like that at one time. 86,000 already. Damn.
It just went up because the page that I had up is 85,401.
So it went up by $1,000.
No, it's still at 85,000 on this one.
Oh, okay.
But most of what's left, like, there's like, you can get like an original Galisi piece from Bill Sienkiewicz
Yeah.
from the movie, that he did for the, in honor of the movie. It was like 964 backers, 19 days to go. And updates. Lord Necron added to the game. Thank you, backers. New stretch goals revealed. King Jarl and Necron miniatures. So yeah, like I said, the King of Fire Keep and the King of Ice Keep are both there. Prince Taro stretch goal added and completed. Then they did there's a video in the updates where Sarah Rosetta talks Fire and Ice on comics with Bueller from Dynamite Entertainment. Early bird window closing soon, and the early bird it's already closed now, but the early bird window was to get the
The priestess.
to get the priestess. So now Lord Necron and some human priestess now added to the core game. And when the others hit, it was fully funded in like record time.
Yeah.
Again, because you think there's a lot of nerds waiting by for like comic Kickstarters and crowdfunders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the more popular the IP or the creator is, the faster it funds.
Oh, yeah.
And the higher and higher it goes up. Like EBS's Cyberfrog Wrecked Planet. By the time he pulled it off, by the time he stopped the extensions on it and shut down the store, it was I think like a little over $1 million.
Sweet.
Grant Nolan's average for one of his independent graphic novels from Compass Comics, which is his new company, is averages out like over 150 grand a book.
Well, that's like the one I got that I don't know where it is. I backed the Scout, the new Scout book by Truman.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Alan got the Frankenstein Dracula Kickstarter that's coming.
Me and him were talking about it. It looks awesome.
Oh, yeah, nice.
All right, you ready? Miss Marvel 20?
Miss Marvel 20. Now,
yes, go ahead and just let
this
everybody
shit,
know.
This shit got real quick. And what's funny is because I see that guy, that lizard dude she's fighting, Stegron, on the cover, and I had no idea who this character was about 4 or 5 months ago
Yeah.
because I played the Marvel Snap game on mobile,
Yeah.
and which they've just released onto PC now. And this dude is a card in that.
Is he?
And no, sir, I don't like him.
You don't like him?
When his card flips,
Yeah.
whatever lane he's in, he randomly picks a card and whacks one of your cards either to the left or the right where you don't want them. And it's usually like I have to destroy my own cards to pump up No from the Venom series. No works that whatever power a card is, no matter what the number is on the right, which is the actual power of the card, not the deploy cost, all ticks up in No. Whatever your opponent destroys also adds on to how powerful you can get No up to.
Okay.
The problem is when you're both running No and you both play No in a last-ditch effort someplace, but his second card was Stegron, he whacks your 200 power No over someplace where you don't want him, probably where you have a Venom or a Carnage, and Venom and Carnage are made to destroy cards. Carnage gets 2 points for every card he destroys added to his power total. Venom gets all the power totals like No added to his own. And I just rage quit when I because it costs 5 to bring them out, and the most amount of rounds you can do if you play a Magic, you add one more round to the game, which is 7, and they'll play this on turn 5 or 6, and just screw up your whole day.
Damn it!
But the Kickstarter is by Kerry Gamble. Nice.
Well,
yeah, I remember seeing the old school monster retellings are making a huge comeback.
They are. They're really. There's a lot of the old school stuff, really old school, that's coming back. There's that. Frank Chow has got something he's illustrating. I saw he just finished for the new Sherlock Holmes series, which Sherlock Holmes is also too.
Plus that Batman cover you shared with me.
Oh my God, dude, the Batman cover is freaking awesome.
I usually don't buy just for a cover, but
changed your mind?
I might have to buy that one.
Yeah, it was pretty damn good.
And I used to be I'm still a fan of looking at Alex Ross art.
Yeah.
But I remember just a few years ago, you could buy a limited edition with a certificate of authenticity, and I've got a couple that he did for. I've got all the covers that he did, but one of them was he used to do the Dynamic Forces ones.
Yeah.
It'd be $25, $30, and it would be signed by him. Now, if you want him to sign anything, the price starts at $50.
Really?
Just for his signature, not the book.
Yeah.
He's like, well, Neil Adams is dead. Somebody's got to pick up the slack.
Damn
I'm
it.
like, what in the hell?
Why's it got to be you?
I'm like, why does it have to be anybody? I go, see, I understand that there's a bunch of scumbag people out there that will show up at a convention at somebody's table with a pull trolley of long boxes for them to sign everything.
Yeah.
And most of the books are out of the 50-cent bin, but they're just cashing in on this person's name.
Yeah.
And you can understand where that pisses people off. But even when I had money,
yeah,
I was because I was raising my daughter on my own, and I was too cheap to spend too much because with the house rental and all the other bills that go with that at the house, just the house was costing me, with everything included, was costing me like $2K a month.
Yeah. Well, and that's the whole thing.
So it's like this adulting shit sucks. I can't buy all my comics I want.
Yeah, and then when they charge $50, they're charging it to stop people like that. They're gouging others, but it's like anything. When some people do something wrong, it ends up catching all the people who aren't doing anything wrong and are buying the book and want to have it for themselves.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'd be like, and he does like all these limited edition covers for DC now,
yeah,
and for Marvel. Like, I guess there's a new like X-Men thing going on that I just can't be bothered with. But he made like a 3 or 4 set connecting cover thing for it.
Okay.
Each, it's, I guess, super limited edition, like 1,500 pieces of each.
I'm not sure on it.
I subscribed to the email just to look at stuff because at least that's free. And I looked, and a lot of people like to buy everything like that, like, signed and slabbed.
Yeah.
Signed and slabbed, that set of connecting covers is $1,500 a piece.
Good God.
Raw, they're $150 a piece. I'm like, no thanks. If the image is that good, I will wait for you to release a poster for like $6.95, and maybe I'll buy and frame that, put it on the wall. But I doubt it.
Dang it. All right. Miss Marvel 20. Now, we did talk about this.
I've rambled for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
This starts out very comical when you turn the page.
Yeah.
And then it starts to get real serious. So
pretty serious, yeah. The thing that's funny is I got this and I was looking at it, and the series only goes like 25 issues. Here's the 20th issue. They give her a brand new costume. And so Miss Marvel, new Miss Marvel, Lethal Lizards from Blood. This is her Warbird outfit, which I've always loved. And I guess that's why they did it, because they wanted other people to love it too.
And she's just checking out the bootay
yeah.
in the mirror.
Yeah. So this is by Chris Claremont. Cochran's the principal. Bob Wallach is our anchor. Annette Kay is the letterer, and Mary Ellen is the colorist. Roger Stern is the editor, and Jim Shooter is the editor-in-chief.
So you know it's going to be decent.
Yep. This is 1978.
Yeah, she's checking out her fatty.
Yep. If I do say so myself, I look great. This is to me, this is a much better costume than the other one.
Yes. The other one was just, we're going to take the last costume that he had on before his death, and we're just going to slap it on you, and it's automatically going to fit.
Yeah.
And then, we find out that, got a little help from Reed in the FF because it's unstable molecules.
Yeah, that's what this one is. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's even funnier. She's like, I can't even put on an ounce of weight in this.
Yeah, because it'll show. Yeah. She got the unstable molecules, and Janet helped her make it, instant magnificent.
Yeah. It's like, look, baby girl, you want to wear spandex. There's a cost for that.
And it is funny. Yeah.
Even though you go on the market and you're in the international aisles, you're going to find a couple of 400-pound girls, stretching the limits of spandex, just wondering when that puppy's going to burst.
Good God. Yeah. Even between a gram of mass, it'll show. So she's there. She's, checking out her costume. She's obviously pleased with it, which is cool. And the door, somebody rings the doorbell. Now, so I guess being it's unstable molecules, she just thinks and it changes into whatever she needs to.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, why the hell haven't they made one of these for Spider-Man yet?
Didn't they?
No, that was Venom.
Well,
unless they did in the new series.
I was thinking of that stupid goofy suit that Tony gave him. After he made him out himself on national TV.
Oh yeah. The whatever that was. Yeah, like the robot suit, kind of.
Yeah. The red and yellow spider.
So somebody rings the door and she's like, "Oh, great, it's the doorbell. So help me if it's another salesman or religious nut." So she's like, "Oh, whoever." Nope, it's the next best thing, Frank. So Frank shows up. He's like, "Hey, Carol, we got problems." And then he goes on. He says, "Hey, Sharon Cole, she's your friend. She works for the Bugle. She goes out to Mexico and she's vanished." Okay, well, she's like, "Take me on to the Bugle. We'll find out. You can brief me and bring me up to speed." And the story flashes to Sharon out into the New Mexico desert here. And she's freaking running from things. She's like, "Oh God, there's no sign of them. Maybe I'll give them the slip. They didn't see me." So this is out the San Andreas Mountains. My chest feels like somebody stabbed me. So she's really terrified. She's running away. She is a photographer. And she does manage to, run. She finally finds her Jeep, which she gets into and heads back into town. And as she's on the way, she uses the walkie-talkie to actually call, let them know, "Hey, I've got a situation. I'm coming in out of Trinity, Camden. Something's helping me. They're right behind me. Help me. And her damn her Jeep like runs off the road, crashes, and we never see what's behind her.
No, but I know what happens when we assume, but yeah. I'm going to do it anyhow, and I'm going to assume it was the dude on the cover that tail flapped this thing
somewhere.
Yeah,
tail flapped it something. So she disappears, and now the story picks up, and Karen and her buddy there have ended up showing up at the state police in Elephant Butte, New Mexico. So they're there and they're getting the lowdown on what happened. And thank God the people actually recorded the actual 911 call or 911 walkie-talkie call, whatever you want to call it. So they're listening to it, and they're right behind me. So they're listening ahead, and it's like, "Oh my God, it's some kind of weird atmospherics. I wonder what happened." We figure her Jeep was going at least 100 when it crashed. So she was definitely terrified. And the people have no idea, of course they're going, Karen has already been checking around, Carol has already been checking around, not Karen. And she finds that a bunch of other people went missing.
She only acts like a Karen.
Yeah, she does. But now here's the thing that's cool is part of the new series, the new Miss Marvel, today's Miss Marvel, even the TV show, they always want to show her as kind of, I don't say ultra feminist, super bitchy, the whole 9 yards. And I couldn't ever remember where it comes from. And I guess it does come from this series because she flies off the handle at this military guy that comes in. What's his name? Harry. Yeah. So hey, she's sitting there talking. She says, "Everybody knows about the disappearances, but everybody's scared. And, I don't know why they won't talk about it." And this military guy's like, "Because they've been ordered not to." So she calls him Harry, and he's like, "Colonel Butler to you, Miss Danvers. This is a military investigation. I'm in no mood to tolerate outside interference, especially from you." And she's just like, "Is that so?" She just lays into him. My friend's missing, and I'm going to find out what happened to her. And I'll warn you, lady, I'm not your little lady. That's for sure.
I'm not little, nor am I a lady.
Yeah. That's
definitely Brie Larson.
Get out of my way, Danvers, and I'll run you over. I don't take kindly to threats. And, she just like slams his ass and leaves. And of course, she leaves and gets in the damn car with the one of the guys working for the state, and the sheriff's going to take her out there to the car wreck to try and find out what the hell went on. So they go to investigate it. And she's still like, just so mad. The guy's like, "You've got some temper." Yeah, I don't know. I got to learn to control it better. But that bozo almost had a black eye coming. She was going to knock the hell out of him. But I mean, that's cool. So that's actually something that they've just kind of magnified now, but it was there. It's
Oh,
an
yeah.
original thing. Yeah, and then she's like,
then they come across. It looked like the Hulk just ran through the army down there. It's like there's like complete platoons worth of decimated like tanks and all kinds of other stuff, but no people.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, so they're looking for it, and it's the armored column that Butler called up from Fort Stark, main tanks and everything. It's the works. The whole column's been wiped out. It's gone, and there are no people there. All the people are missing. Yeah, this is crazy. Everything's been torn and ripped apart. The guns are hot. Must have been one hell of a fight. And Carol's like, there's no seventh sense flashes. I don't know whether that's good or bad. My skin's crawling. Something's going to happen. And, then he hears, Carol, they're like, hey, didn't mean to scare you. It's okay. But I just think I found something. And then that's when they look down and they see, they saw some footprints. Yeah, I found something. Where it is. Yeah, footprint, way larger than a human. Must be a 3-toed biped. So it's some animal. But wait a minute, there are other tracks. They're expertly camouflaged. And then, she's like calling for Jim, and she turns around, and there's no sign of a struggle. He's zapped.
But his hat and sunglasses are on the ground.
His hat and sunglasses, that's it. So I've done all I can as Carol Danvers. Heads up. Now, who's taking stage? The new Better Never Miss Marvel. She changes into her outfit. Oh, God. And then there it is. So there she jumps. Time to do the work. And there's your man.
Hate that card. And why they can't find a trace of anybody, it's because, like the actual Stegosaurus back in prehistoric times, he just like drags his tail across the ground after, as he's walking, and all tracks disappear.
Yeah. So, and I didn't even know who he was really until I read the issue. So
I recognized him as soon as I turned to this page because I wasn't really paying attention to the cover.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, cover. Okay. Issue 20. Yeah. Okay. And then I just stopped flipping pages, and I'm like, when I get to this, I go, oh no. It's that damn card from Marvel Snap. I hate this sumbitch.
He's pretty badass. He's not a pushover. Yeah.
No, he's not.
Suddenly wondering if maybe I haven't made a big mistake. And there it is. He damn tail whaps her ass first thing. I am of the people. You are a soft skin. The tail punch like a battering ram. And of course she lays into him. And finally she, flies at him and punches him.
Whammo.
Yeah, whammo. But of course, it doesn't really hurt him. Your strength far exceeds your puny form, mammal. That is good. I have longed to face one of your kind who's worthy of the title warrior. So it's like, oh, that doesn't sound good at all. Yeah.
Then she pulls a Hulk move and grabs a tank turret.
Yeah. Well, he throws it at her first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He throws it, and she manages to catch it. I've always wanted to try this stunt, but I've been too scared. So,
the only difference is she lobs it at him to hit him with it, and Hulk just uses tank turrets like baseball bats.
Yes.
So
that was the best scene in the first Hulk movie. Yeah. So she lobs at him, but after a few moments, her fears are gone. She says, "Your speed surpasses my own. This will be a glorious battle." Like, damn, dude, this is not good. Mm-hmm. But she grabs him by the tail and throws him in all the freaking tank wrecks. So I better take Ugly. She's like, oh, it's over with. I better take Ugly to Gamma Base. Their Hulk holding pin should be able to handle him. When he wakes up, we'll start getting some answers. So, but she gets a little ahead of herself there. She flies down to kind of see him when his commanders or compadres there take up behind him and they attack her. And she's like, oh my God, there's more of them. I need more information. She starts trying to talk to him. I don't mean you any harm. Your friend attacked me, but there's a reason for us to fight. The high ones have ordained that none of you may learn of our existence and escape to tell the tale. I do like this. She does, she's like, oh, I'll just fly away. They're lizards. They can't chase me. But lo and behold, there's a lizard with wings, just like in real life, who forces her like to the ground. Brother, the mammal, or he whacks her and then she chases him. The mammal's making me helpless. Of course, now they start throwing damn tanks at her and they knock her ass out. Then she loses it again. You clowns, the games are fun and over. I came here for answers and I'm going to get them. After he hits her with a damn tank. Man, that's a nice panel. Yeah. I have the beat out of your ever-loving hides. She does. The monsters are really drawn well.
Yeah.
The monsters are really drawn well in here, especially like these close-ups when they stop to talk to her, stand before the High Council. You name yourself. I'm called Miss Marvel. And they're talking to see what the hell is going on. This is awesome. Especially this first lizard. So Miss Marvel, you're unique among your kind. So they realize they can't fight her and beat her physically. But lo and behold, this damn lizard with the wing on his head has telepathic powers. So he freaking mind zaps her ass and frags her, and she passes out. Crumples down like a pumpkin. And of course, they all pick her up and they're going to take her back to her to their cave in their city. Mm-hmm. The Devil in the Dark. Damn it. That's a Star Trek reference.
Yep. That's why I hadn't said anything. I go, my Star Trek reference for this episode is already built in.
Yep. The thing that's funny too, when I was reading it earlier, the fact that the lizard people are riding lizards.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't know. I mean, it works, but couldn't they have done something else? So they've got stupid lizards that act as, mounts for the other smarter lizards.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of the old animated movie there, Wizards.
Yeah, by Baskey.
Yeah.
Baskey. Yeah. What's sad, I know this is a two-parter, and the only reason I picked up because it's first Miss Marvel with the new costume. But dude, I showed y'all last week the cover for the next issue where she's on the cover doing the Samson breakdown and bringing the cave down is so awesome. But it was good. It was fun. Story did start out a little cheesy, but got real serious. The fact that it does show her with her own personality. She's kind of I don't say she's got a temper. She's a hothead. Mm-hmm. Just really, it was cool. And the art, Cockrum was also awesome. Always good. But, yeah. And I like this costume so much more than the other one. Mm-hmm. And what's bad is they scrapped this costume and brought the other one back. Only now it's the other one. I think's got the new costume is the version of the old one. This got more. I don't say more costume there, less flesh. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, people always fuss. Well, that's not really super. She's damn near impervious to bullets and everything else. If she wants to wear a swimming suit, she can. And obviously she wants to because
I bet those same people weren't complaining when Red Sonja showed up with nothing but a chainmail bikini.
Yeah.
And a sword. I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfectly viable.
Exactly.
Because any guy that goes to attack her are only going for 3 spots.
Yeah.
Left, right, and down center.
That's it. But oh no. And she makes the costume herself, which is what's cool too. I was wondering why she changed the costume. She did it because she wanted to. Mm-hmm. And, of course, they did it for the readers.
She made the costume herself. And by make the costume herself, she means I added this little red sash.
Come on now. Damn it. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good read. Fun, just exciting.
Yeah, so this is the first appearance of the quote unquote Warbird costume,
Yes.
but it's not the first appearance of Warbird because she hasn't changed her name to that yet. So.
Not Warbird, yeah. But I don't know when she changes her name because, like I said, it only goes like 25 issues.
Yeah, it was probably like in like one of the Avengers multiple series.
Yeah, well, she was in the Avengers for a
every
long
6
time.
months we're gonna reboot. Oh, great! But don't worry, the $15 number one is going to come with all this unnecessary backup material from the '60s that you probably haven't ever read. So here you go.
Dang it! Oh.
And like I said before we went on,
you picked a good one for us.
I picked a good one.
Full length, so it's like 60 pages or something, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. Let me put this down for a second. Remove my glasses so I can actually read it.
64 pages, 48 pages of story, I think.
It's a great cover, though.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually based on the line art, which looks like it was based off a photograph. So,
oh, sweet.
And there's some cool ads for like art books in there. Vampy Scarlet Letters is the first page. Gathering of Demons is the first story. Story by Bill DeBay and art by Gonzalo Mayo.
Mayo did a lot of the Vampirella stuff. Yeah.
That is just, we can't do it justice on the screen, but there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, Mayo was great. Him and was it Gonzalez did most of them?
Yep. So yeah, I'm still flipping, still the same story. 30. Did this change? Nope, same story. But I mean, look at that page.
It's a lot of black.
Yeah. I hear it slimming.
Ton of ink.
This is like, I'm just going to flip to the back of the book. It just depresses me when I see back issues and they're like
$10 for number one.
$3 a piece.
Yeah.
No, the number one was like sold out like 10, and this is, I'm gonna take a wild guess that this book came out in 1978. This magazine came out in 1978 because in the back of the book is an ad for Frank Frazetta's 1979 calendar.
Damn it! Yeah.
And there's some there's a bunch of Star Wars stuff in here for sale, and it's like Star Wars and monsters everywhere, like the old lightsabers, the original 77 bed sheets that I had, and because my dog was bugging the hell out of me when I was like 7 or 8, so I locked her ass in my bedroom, at which point she took the biggest dog dump of her life all over my Star Wars sheets, and I bawled like a little bitch for like weeks. They've even got the toys advertised in here.
Oh, sweet. Models and stuff.
Models, the action figures, the vehicles.
I did look up after last week's episode, and you went ahead and talked about Space 1999, the models for Space 1999. Yep. Freaking Eagle 7 is stupid expensive.
Worse than that, there was my friend Andrew, who's a plastic addict and a comic creator. he found an import company out of the UK that made like an exterior moon base alpha, like landing pad and everything.
Really?
And like all the different Eagles, they were like retarded expensive. And he was waiting for a new shipment. In the meantime, the company has gone belly up because all they made was Space 1999 stuff. So he lost the money for that last order and the actual order.
Oh God.
So this entire book is just one story. 73 pages.
Holy crap.
That's it. This is a graphic novel.
Pretty much.
More graphic than novel. Yeah. That's weird that it's one solid story the entire way through. It's issue 73, and the story is actually 73 pages. Somebody had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
And now we have 73 pages to read.
Damn it.
I think I might start that one tonight a little bit. And
all right. Well, we'll do that, and then I'll check my schedule, but it should be good for next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Right here. Thanks to everybody that popped in, and weren't just lurking and listening or possibly watching. And thanks again for Alan coming and hanging out and subscribing to the channel. My friend Edwin as well. Make sure you go check out Bloodbone Second Chance Campaign over on Fund My Comic. And we will see you all next week. Where's the stupid button? There it is.